Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this video. In Tokyo, coming at you with some more Little Bit Big Planet 3, and I just gotta fix the tags, because that's what we do. That's how we start streams when we're doing LBP, because Twitch hates LBP, because of course it does, because Twitch hates fun. Why do you hate fun, Twitch? What is your problem? It's a Bezos thing, I bet. Bezos just gotta hate fun. Or humanity? Probably like humanity, right? I'm gonna guess that that's what it is. Gonna get us on the mod mode, and then I don't really know what we're doing tonight, which is fine. Like, I don't need to, but at the same time, I do feel like we should have some kind of plan. Some kind of vague plan. I don't know, maybe I'll make some lights. Like, these are done. They're not particularly difficult. I wonder if they'd be more difficult if I slowed it down. 1.3? Like, what if these went to 1? I don't remember what I've got them set to in LBP 1. In the level that I'm making now. It's really fantastically hard, though. It's much longer, though. Like, this sequence that I've got set up is a longer sequence. It do be sucking. But that's okay. I'm sure that some people will be able to beat it. Do I... Maybe they're going even slower than this. Oh gosh, no. Down, 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 down. Put these down. Now they're very slow. What does that do for the... Oh, that's like, they're way too slow. There's no way that you'd be able to get through those. So I must not have them this slow. It's gonna get, going from doing, in LBP 1, because I'm playing the J-side version for LBP 1 for Beacon, and because it's the J-side version, it's, hello, brain, it's the O button for confirm and the X button for turn off. And that's... What is the linear velocity? What do I have it set to? And also, like, why am I changing these individually? It's because I'm used to doing LBP 1 now. Us! Called, how you doing? It's lovely to see you. I hope that you're very well tonight. I hope that life is treating you kindly. Not giving you any kind of static. I don't know if the evening is, I mean, the evening is wonderful. I don't know if I'm wonderful, but I'll take it. It's been, I'm still kind of decompressing from yesterday. Was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was the day I did my clinic appointments. Us, Holly, scrumples the DNA of a fascist to hilarious effect. I don't know what scrumpling is, but I feel like that's probably gonna be, it'll probably be hilarious. Not bad, bit sleepy, but wanted to mess with wax seal things before I go to bed. Okay, like, is this the thing that I know that I knew that you did that I forgot, or is this new information? Because that seems very, very cool. I don't know that I knew that you did that. Oh, please go. Remember your buttons. Neither does the fascist DNA. I mean, I don't I don't feel like that we need to give any um, warning to the fascist DNA. Like, let it get scrumpled. I say scrumple it. Scrumple it good. The brain is like the brain is very slow tonight. I do have to point that out, and I do apologize, but I'm slow brained tonight. My brother got a bunch of wax seal things from mailing stuff out to past clients, but he's been too sick over the past month to actually send me what I need to do that. I mean, it sounds like it's a whole production. Like a wax seal sounds like that's like a thing that like I don't know, like kings do and stuff. Have I already sworn this episode? I hope that I have not. But I may have done. I made chicken and vegetable stock broth for the first time. Oh, that sounds really good. So now you've got a stock of stock? Oh, these are going in the wrong direction. I need these to go the other way. Oh, they're wobble bolts! Oh my god, Risco, why would you? Oh, Alice! Lovely to see you. Hope you're well tonight. I watched the Godzilla video and I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it because it's like Godzilla. I mean, of course, you kind of gotta like Godzilla, but like, I didn't like that they made Godzilla a cop. I feel like that is just wrong. You might need cheesecloth. Are you gonna become the Blank from Dick Tracy? On account of, I believe the Blank's mask was cheesecloth. I don't know why I would know this, but I mean, I do. But I know it because I've read Dick Tracy as a child, because there was a Dick Tracy revival, thanks to Warren Beatty. Which is a real weird thing to say, but it do be a thing. We regret to inform you, Godzilla is now policing sex workers. Godzilla would never. Godzilla would never. That's not a thing that the Big G would do. I did not intend for that to happen. I would like to make that not happen. Oh, I know what the problem is. I got the grid on. Oh, did they? I didn't know that had that happened, but why am I not shocked? Oh, I never put on music. Disco, you are just like, you need to get your stuff in gear. You need to sort your stuff out. They're cracking down on, I'm assuming that's supposed to be hostess bars and not hostages bars. Because hostages bars feels like it would be a very different thing. Host bars, we need to make things, more safe rhetoric, of course they are. Now, are they also cracking down on host clubs? Because where are these twinks gonna go? Like, that's become a whole thing. Well, at least, this is the crummiest at least ever, but I guess at least it's not, they're not just, cracking down on the women. That's a crummy at least, though. Apparently 1,000 places were closed? What the hey? Like, Osaka's Dotonbori, there's gonna be nothing there. Cause it's all like host clubs. Oh, this is specifically for Tokyo. Okay. I was gonna say, I mean, these hosts, they gotta eat too. Oh, I see what the problem is. I accidentally grabbed some of these. I do feel for sex workers in Japan, since we've seen how draconian the colonial powers have been with a fraction of the childbirth deficit Japan's staring down. They would blame the SWs, wouldn't they? I could see that. I hate it, but I could see it. Also, I feel like I feel like I missed a thing that you said. Let me scroll back up really quick, because I know that you were talking about the seals. Okay, I came across a Korean wax seal enthusiast channel before that happened to have, before that happened, and I've been watching them do their thing for fun. That's really cool though. And I hope that you continue with it. My brain is just totally scattered tonight, and I super do apologize for it. It's easy to start cracking down on queer folks and women too. Yes. I should be potentially concerned. I'm gonna have to talk to my friend and see what the scuttlebutt is. Like, I'm fairly well insulated because I'm extremely isolated. Unless they start getting stricter with things like affirmative care. But I can't imagine. I mean, I could easily imagine that happening eventually, but not like it would happen next week, because I haven't heard anything in that regard. Alice, I would really appreciate that, very much. Yes. Yeah, I'll have to give E I'll have to shoot E a line and see what they got to say. Because they would have a much better idea of what's going on, because they are actually connected to the world, but also more specifically, like, just the queer and alternative, like, communities here in Tokyo. We need music. And that's not gonna do it. Oh, definitely not. Thank you, Alice. I'll at least give it a skim on my break, and if it's short enough, I'll read it on the break. But if not, I'll save it for after stream. Yeah, we could use this. Yeah, this kind of works. I can run with this. Oh God, it's not the O button, it's the X button. Nisco, it's the X button. It's not the O button. Gosh, I'll get this down by the end of stream, and then I'll have to retrain myself for when I go back on the PS3. There we go. Now we've got music. To be fair, part of this has to do with hosts club being extremely seedy and having like girls age 18 with debt to them. But I don't trust the Japanese police to handle this with care. No, I wouldn't. I would not at all trust the Japanese police to handle anything with care. Very, very much so. My dealings with the police have not been great. They could have been worse. I do need to emphasize that. My experience could have been much worse than it was, but that does not mean that it was good. It was crummy. I mean, I wouldn't trust any police, but the point that Alice brought up, and I do want to continue this topic, and I'm not really worried about the folks here, but we will remember that it is technically a family-friendly stream, so like not to get too deep into it. But there has historically been a problem with underage SW and SW adjacent activities. Like, that is a real thing. Not necessarily specifically with hostess bars, but yeah, it's definitely a thing that goes on. Are the police the best group to address that problem? I would say no, in fact. I do know that there was an NGO that was doing some work in that area, and they had gotten, like, I don't know if they had to shut down or if they were just being attacked in general by the net trolls. But I know that was the thing that had happened, I want to say last year. It seems this is a case of the real issue being handled by people who extremely shouldn't be handling this, i.e. any police force. Yes. Yes. Also has to do with Japanese pornography laws, which are not perfect. No. But perfection is definitely not a thing that I would attribute to those laws. What am I making? I'm just doodling. I hope that people don't mind that I'm just like kind of doodling here. I've got my level in LBP 1 finished is the thing, so I don't really have a set thing that I have to like figure out how to do. I should like kit up some really simple LBP1 era logic and kind of get that semi-fresh in mind. Oh, thank you, Alice. I appreciate that a lot. Even after all this time, I have no idea when you're serious and when you're doodling in LBP. I just come to hang out. Holly, like, thank you. Honestly, I love having you here hanging out. Do not worry at all about the distinction being unclear. I'll give this to Japanese newspapers. I do like that a lot of the big ones have English sections. The Japan Times and Daily Japan both have English language variants. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but we're just gonna go with variants for right now. Mori's at a dinosaurs game tonight, and I feel the same way about that. I'm not sure I know what a dinosaurs game is, aside from the fact that it sounds really cool. Okay. I mean, at the very least, like, both of them are going to be good for just giving kind of a basic overview of what's going on. It's been so long since I've been, like, reading the paper that I don't remember where the specific biases are. I used the Japan Times with my students, though. But I'll tell you the truth. 90% of that was because it had the best crossword puzzle on Sundays. The Daily Japan, which had been the Daily Yomiuri, and then they changed the name to Daily Japan. It does have, like, it's got like a bit of a weird rightward bent to it, and the crossword puzzles are trash. So, you know, there's that. Oh, fudge. I needed one more of these. That yellow is very bright. I mean, these are all very bright, though. Sometimes I read the Japanese version of papers to try to get better at my Japanese reading skills. Alice, that's honestly really impressive. Do you feel like you can follow it? God, I gotta improve my Japanese. Just in general. It's just embarrassing at this point. Sometimes, yeah, though I struggle. I gotta start. That's gotta be the challenge. And looping back to Holly, because I did drop a beat there. It's a Warhammer Light called Conquest, and there's orcs riding dinosaurs. I'm good with that. I'm a fan of orcs and dinosaurs. Some of this is a struggle, since you can tell some of these papers are written by extremely old people. Those old people. What are they doing writing papers? Come on, old people, turn it over to the young. Actually, like, I mean, we could just... Like with many things, the population crisis is killing the Japanese press industry. I mean, it is, though. It's like killing all the Japanese industries. Oh, these are already 7 long, so I'll just go with these. Like, I'll just steal one of these. I'm disappointed about the box of wax seal beads I got to play with. Last times I messed with them, the fumes gave me a headache. And the way the leftover residue peels off my silicone mat suggests it's half plastic. That's really... That's like a worry. I don't feel like you'd want to be melting plastic? I mean, are cults really having a field day, though? I kind of, I don't know, they might be, but... I mean, you've got all your cult leaders are dying off. How you doing, Jelly Beans? It's lovely to see you. Do many cults out in the field frolicking? Oh, so many. I was gonna say. Not super familiar with cult practices, but I don't know that frolic is quite a thing that they're into. They don't seem very frolicsome. They seem kind of like Jags, honestly. I wonder if they'll have staying power, Alice. And to loop back to Culb, I got the air purifier someone recommended to me and have it running presently to see how well it'll deal with that. I will keep my toes crossed because I don't want you making yourself sick on plastic fumes. Os, how you doing, Phantom? Lovely to see you. I hope you're really well today. I think we gotta turn down the radio? No, that's not what I want. Or maybe we gotta broaden it? Okay, first off, it doesn't need to be that big. And we're gonna do signal closeness, which is not a thing that you can do in LBP1. Oh, it's because they're on inverted. We don't want to invert. Oh, I didn't. I was silly. Phantom, I completely forgot about it. And I just missed my chance to put in my photo, and I'm actually a little bit salty about that. I wish that I had done it. Isco, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm really, it's my own fault. Like, I can't, you know, I got nobody to blame but myself, because I saw the reminders in Little Big Workshop all the time, but it was just things would come up and things would come up and it would push it right out of my mind. And then the next thing I know, you know, they're announcing that the photo's finished and Aqua got a crown for it, which also congratulations to Aqua, that's great. But yeah, I was real disappointed about that. Hirunda, lovely to see you. How you doing? Hopefully super well. And if not super well, then I will have to hit the world for you. Done with this week's of work, and I'm getting back into Valheim. I feel like I should know what Valheim is. I know that y'all have told me what Valheim is, but I just do not remember. Valheim is about build a house and see bear, I think. Okay, you know, that sounds kind of nice. It sounds very homey. Biking survival crafting game. Gotcha. X button, not O button. X button, not O button. I mean, you could have a biking crafting game though, with bicycles. We're heading to Peru. Oh my God! In a few hours, I will be fervently hoping for your safe departure and safe arrival, and exactly 0 stress with TSA. Although, I mean, I imagine the TSA stuff would be coming back. So I'll doubly hope when you're on the way back. I'm really excited for you. I hope that you have a wonderful time. Be careful. Not to be a worrywart, but just, you know. You're running low on onion soup. That's not acceptable. Hidunda, you gotta get that onion soup going. We'll be very safe. I know you will. I know this is just the mom in me coming out. But, you know. Oh, it's because it's on preview. I was like, why can't I see my sound object? I create an LBP2 and it's very different to LBP3. Yeah, when I did I gotta love that, Holly. When I did the little, like, eye candy level that I did for my side account on LBP2, and it took a lot of getting used to how the systems, because they're similar, so I would find myself, like, with LBP1, it's just, I know that they're very different systems, so I don't try to do things in LBP1 that I would normally do in LBP3, but in LBP2 they're kind of similar, so I find myself like muscle memory trying to do things that I just can't. It was a little bit frustrating. I really want the servers to go back up, the beacon servers, because I've got I did some fixes to that level and I feel like it's a better level now. Not major fixes, but like notable fixes. And I would like that to be the version that people play. But I can't upload the patch until Beacon gets their stuff together. Which is not their fault. I know that's like, yeah, I'm on Beacon. I've got my main account and my side account are both up on Beacon. And I've got one level published in LBP2, which is an eye candy level under the PSN of Empty Room Risco. And I haven't got anything published from my main account yet. Because I wanted to brains, hold on a second, my brains aren't working. I wanted to get the I wanted to get some like trophies for my side account basically, because it was kind of fun playing through the games fresh, and then the trophies started popping and I was like, oh well, I just see how many trophies I can get. I'm actually Phantom on my main account. I am 1 trophy away from the platinum in LBP1 and 1 trophy away in the platinum for LBP2. So I'm gonna have to get some friends together to finish those trophies off. I mean, I'm sure that the servers are gonna come back up. It's just they'll come up when they come up. I need the party person trophy, which is for LBP1. Finish any level online with 3 players from your friends list. and I need the... I forget the name of the trophy for LBP2, but it's the one where you win 25 competitive online games with another player. Those are the only two that I've got hanging, and I will finally have my plats on my main account. Regarding these wax seal beads, I've decided I'm going to at least use up the box I've opened and try to return the other, assuming the return window hasn't closed yet, and leave an appropriate review. That does feel like something you'd want people to know about, because they seem kind of crummy. I have a new account for Beacon. You will with your main account on the trophy finish on Beacon? I'm gonna try to. I really want to get that platinum. That's kind of a big one for me. If I could get the LBP 1 and LBP 2 platinums, I would be extremely happy. Sorry, I had to super concentrate to wire these up right. Oh, you can get the you're inside the return window? That is a very good thing. Oh my god, I keep on hitting the wrong button to cancel. Intense gamer moment. I mean, I guess we made some pretty colored lights. That's kind of intense. It doesn't get any more gaming than this. You may not like it, but this is peak gaming. I am looking forward to the LBP3 servers being back up. It's been very weird not recording for archive or review, but that's been kind of okay. But I would like to be able to do online stuff for streams, just so that we could mix it up a little bit. What's up, Alice? Unfortunately, Phantom, I can't stream from Beacon because I don't have the hardware for it. My laptop is not strong enough. I would like to stream from Beacon someday, but it's just... That's maybe in the future. Hopefully in the future, but... Jelly beans, you're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be amazing. There's gonna be potatoes. Make many memories. Did you see the list that had Sackperson in the top 10 most iconic video game characters? I did not, but I think that is a well-deserved honor. Media Molecule really hit it out of the park with, like, the character design. I'm honestly surprised. Well, it's hard for me to say because, like, I don't really know how the character was used and promoted outside of Japan. In Japan, there really wasn't much done with Sack thing. But it feels a bit surprising to me that Sony didn't push Sack Thing harder, because, like, it's such an iconic character design. And unlike a lot of video game characters, like, it really lends itself to identification, I think, with players. Let's see, 15 is Crash Bandicoot, 14 is Solid Snake, 12 is Steve. Or 13 is Steve. Steve, like, from Code Veronica Steve? Steve, like, the one that's, like, imprinted on Claire? Oh, from Minecraft. I'm actually weirdly kind of disappointed. I feel like Eddie Furlong deserves his day in the sun. Interesting that they put Sack Thing ahead of Pikachu. That's a call. Mario doesn't have sharply angular designs that appealed to a 90s teenage audience. What am I doing? Get that Little Nightmares pack. It's like, this is a surprisingly good set of materials though. Like, there's no reason they had to go that hard for that pack. Where's the Metal Gear pack stuff? Oh. Holly says, I'm going to infiltrate the game's journalism, make a list of the most attractive characters, put Sack Thing in there. Absolutely. Also, I did notice that you had said that it was from the British Academy Film Awards, which is kind of wild, honestly. See, I didn't realize that. That makes a lot more sense why they were doing that. Because I'm like, what's the connection here? There we go. Metal Gear Solid. Well, I am not British or from the UK, and I think everybody's happier for that. I don't think anybody needed me to be British. Did anybody want that? Was anybody asking for, like, a British squirrel? I absolutely. I feel like that's without a doubt. Particularly as, like, a white, foreign, trans person in Japan. Like, I'm in a pretty safe spot. Wait, are you making a funny, Holly? Because I honestly can't tell sometimes. Is that famously dry Australian wit? I can be serious and make funny at the same time. This is true. This is true. I would not doubt you. Wait, no. Lisa, what are you doing? There we go. I knew I was doing something. I just didn't know what it was. I think I've got to change this music. I don't think this is doing it. It's nice music, but there's a British MP who called American squirrels in the UK the Hamas of squirrels. Hey, we are the Hamas of squirrels? I can only be proud of that comparison. Well, not completely proud. I mean, Hamas is still kind of messed up, but like, UK nationalists sometimes rally behind native red squirrel to talk about invasive species. Weird. If by the Hamas of squirrels they mean that we are in support of Palestinian independence and freedom, yes. Where's this thing that I'm building? What am I doing with it? Fun fact, the UK imported a bunch of American squirrels to Ireland and it killed their native squirrel population. The Irish native squirrel population or the UK's native squirrel population? Because one of those would be very funny and one of those would be very, very sad. I hate that. Ireland, I apologize on behalf of all squirrels. We did not know that we were being used for terror. Well, I guess the British will just get their just desserts then. That's what they get for using us in their terror campaign. We didn't ask for that. Slice and dice, right? I would like to slice. I would also like to dice. Why are you not letting me slice or dice? Gray squirrels are everywhere in London. Didn't see a single red squirrel. That does make me kind of sad. Was it easy for me to install Beacon? It wasn't too hard. Like, I did have Supum helping me though, and Supum was an amazing help. It was very, very patient and kind about everything. There was also a really good video that he linked to me to help me out with it. I don't know if I could have done it myself, but I'm very not skilled with tech. Tech makes me very nervous. It's not quite the look that I want. The tutorial on the LBP Union side is very good, but I have some problems too, because of my new PC skills. I mean, that's a pretty big mood, honestly. I 100% understand that feeling, Phantom. I am also very noob when it comes to computers. I mean, I would rather not, to kind of loop around to what we were talking about with Holly and Alice. I'd rather the red squirrel population weren't dying. But I do kind of feel like it's like, well, you kind of got what you paid for, Britain. Way to screw things up for yourself. Red squirrels are just another casualty of colonialism. Honestly, yeah, that's kind of a good way to put it. It's like a real issue that gets co-opted by weird nationalists, but also, well, they did kill the red squirrels. Us! Hello, on-off turn. It is lovely to see you tonight. I hope you're very well. We are just playing around in LBP create mode while the servers are down. We don't really have any solid plans as to what we're making. Servers are still down, yeah. Both the official servers and the private servers are currently down, and it kind of sucks. Mori! I was enticed in the chat with Tales of Squirrel Discourse. I was expecting the link to colonialism, and I am so chuffed. Servers have been down since January 1st was when the servers went down. I love LBP as well, on-off. I've been playing LBP since the first game. I've been doing reviews of LBP community levels since 2016, and I was doing archives of community levels from last year. LBP's been a pretty big part of my life, so I am unhappy with the servers being messed up. I never really got Dreams. Like I did play Dreams, but it didn't hook me the same way that LBP did. Moria, how you doing tonight? Is life being nice to you? One should hope. If it's not, I could yell at it. I don't know if it'll listen because it's life, but I could yell at it. I've seen the new MonsterVerse movies, and I stand firm in my belief that 2014 is still my favorite. Wait, the MonsterVerse movies, like the things they were trying to do with Tom Cruise and the Mummy? They made more of those? I don't speak Spanish either, so that's okay. Although it would be really neat to speak Spanish, I am afraid I do not. Oh, you don't speak English. Did I misread something? Um, I am sorry that we are pretty much an all-English channel. Oh, you are Spanish. I understand. We'll do our best to be accommodating, but ultimately, I don't speak any Spanish. I'm sorry. So spent the day doing a little bit of malicious compliance, and the evening playing dinosaurs. I kind of love that. You are confounded. That's a mood I understand very well. I also am quite often confounded. What do we want to do with this? Moody solved no problems today, but has a ton of plans on how someone could solve problems someday. I mean, that sounds good. I mean, we do want to solve problems eventually, but... Or do we? I mean, it depends if we're solving problems for jerks, because if we're solving problems for jerks, I'd say no, we do not wish to solve problems. Alright, I'm trying to make some Metal Gear Solid style turrets. I don't really know what I'm doing right at the moment, but I am trying. That's okay, on-off. English is not an easy language, and sometimes I struggle with English too. Honestly, it is annoying. Call says, decided to return both boxes of beads. I've decided the health risk isn't worth it. I think that's a pretty great idea, Call. Like, that sounds like a real problem. Those beads? Didn't like the fact that they're putting out toxic fumes. I would go so far as to say that's very bad. I hope you get your money back. Oh, Mori says, what she means is I spent most of the day being paid to tell people what I'd spend money on if I had some, which is the only thing I'm able to do without the university giving my department funds. Okay, because you don't get funds from the the department is not getting funds? If I'm understanding correctly? But if you had funds, you would totally spend it on X, Y, and Z. Oh. I think I need to chop something. I think I need to chop a couple of things. Because we want a creature brain in there, right? That's how they made the Metal Gear Solid turrets blow up. Is they had creature brains in them. Which is a weird little thing, but I do like that that's how they set it up. That might be too big, though. Pretty much my department, internal filmmaking, has so much broken stuff we simply can't operate. But our upper management is spending the money allocated for us to go overseas to learn about AI for her own career. I think, this is just me. This is just me, but I think that maybe murder? Maybe murder is the answer? Probably not literal murder. Like, maybe just figurative, you know? Oh, now the slice and dice works. I mean, the rich are always there for eating. Right? They're a source of protein. Compost the rich. You'll probably get more, like, overall nutrition out of composted rich people than you would out of devoured rich people, but even still. Bureaucracies can... I can't say what bureaucracies can do because this is a family-friendly stream, but they can do that thing. They pay for my Xbox to play Banjo-Kazooie and my internet to watch Risu and annoy Holly. Well, I mean, these are both lovely things. We do appreciate it. I will thank them for that. But only for that. Nothing more. Where did my emitter go? I mean, it might be an aspirational thing, Holly. Like, it hasn't gotten there yet, but she's working on it. What? Emitter? Why you gotta be disappearing on me? I need you to not disappear, is the thing. That's so weird. Also, Hive! How are you doing? I did not give you the greeting that you deserved because there was talk and the talk was everywhere for a moment. But I hope that you're super well. I hope that life is treating you kindly and with some form of excitement. Tired and in pain. I don't like that. I'm glad it's not serious, but I don't like the pain. I am cheating by using a microchip. Gosh darn it. Why does everything have to be difficult? I can't use a microchip. Like, that's just dirty. So how do I want to do this? Well, you know what I could do? is I could make this bigger and then shrink it, which is the appropriate response. 1, 2. Where be my emitters? Pull the muscle in an annoying place between your shoulder blades. That sounds awful. On-off, you have a wonderful dinner. It was a pleasure seeing you in. I hope that you... I forget the words that I wanted to use, but I hope you have a very good night and that life is very good to you. That's what we're going to go with. Wah! Wah! I can't talk and I hate it. Alright, we want... This is all like just so much. Okay, so you come out into here. You come out into here. Okay, I think that's how that's going to work. And then we're going to shrink you down, and hopefully nothing explodes. Yo, what happened to my... I had a piston. Where did my piston go? Don't toy with me, game. I am untoy-withable. Alright, does this work? And that probably doesn't need to go all the way up to 15. And we're gonna need to make this a smaller range, I think. And we need to have you on invert, so that when it's out of range, it'll turn on. Cool. Now, we want to grab some plasma. Come with me, plasma, to a land of possibility and imagination. There's so many, like, good plasma colors. And we want, I think, put this at 5. Action on. Frequency every 3, but with Oh, there's no pause. There's only a sync. I don't like that. That's not what I want. Because I wanted it to do like pow 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 pause, pow 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 pause. But I don't think I can set it up like that. That makes me sad. Pow pow pow. Right? Well, we can see like just how this goes. Well, we had this down to 3. I finished 3D Dot Hero with Sackboy. Yo! Like, I know nobody who knows that game. That is super cool. I mean, you can make your own character, so I guess it makes sense that you could make a sack thing. I made a flying book, and when it attacked, it would open up and a sword would come out. That game was great. That was so good. I regret having sold it. I haven't seen it anywhere. It's a really good adventure game with a Zelda homage. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so first off, these are not shooting the way they need to, which I'm not surprised, but it is kind of a problem. We're gonna have to put this on the grid. I need to inform you that after watching the most recent MonsterVerse movies, King Kong does indeed use a child ape kaiju as a club. What? But what people didn't prepare me for was after he finished using the child ape kaiju as a club, he throws the child at another kaiju's head to knock them out. That's kind of a lot. What is up with that? Hit him with a baby bat! That's so weird, like, I don't know. That's like a whole decision. That doesn't seem to be what I want. I guess it does need to be Flipper out. I regret to inform you that, much like Godzilla vs. Kong, the movie is more interested in a sympathetic towards Kong, more interested in being sympathetic towards Kong than Godzilla, which is someone who's going to these movies for Godzilla and not Kong makes me feel misused. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I would feel a bit misused about that as well. In fact, that seems pretty cruddy. Why do they gotta be humanizing Kong? Like, it's just because of Fei Ray, isn't it? Excuse me? Oh, because he's got like a... Doesn't he have an abscessed tooth or something? Wait, no, Moria, I need to check. Are we pro anthropomorphism or are we anti anthropomorphism? I mean, you know, Kong should have just gotten teeth like a shark. That's kind of his fault at the character select screen. When putting together the character, you know, should have taken some extra points and put them into shark's teeth. Because we can't understand things unless it's through the guise of what is normal. Okay, then I'm on the trolley, because I felt like yes, but also like it could be read in the other way. Queer theory brain says it's lazy and contrived. It's both these things. Anthromomism. You gotta go with anthromomism, which is completely different than anthropomorphism. You don't want any of that. That's like a big mistake. Alright, we need to make like a timer for this, because just the regular timer on the piston is not doing it for us. Normies. Ew. Godzilla 14 has flat and uninteresting human characters and fails at telling a compelling story. Well, they're just missing convicted manslaughterer Matthew Broderick. They're like, where's my Ferris Bueller? I can't accept a Godzilla that doesn't have Ferris Bueller in it. God! I can't! You're amazing! I really appreciate that. I was just like doing a throwaway goof on Matthew Broderick, and you just like, oh, we'll just pick this up. We'll do something with this. Not to be confused with canthropomorphism, where people are like Immanuel Kant. That sounds miserable. I would rather not. Sickos like me, Godzilla 14 has uninteresting human characters and insists on centering them in the face of kaiju that do not care for them. Outside of the scope of getting an easy meal adds to the post-human cosmic horror fabric of the movie. I think that's a fair read. Then we're going to make this not piston but positional. And make like a 1 second pop-up. Maybe this is what we're going for? Well, wait. So you're saying that Godzilla is a reverse Jason? Like, the nuclear radiation turned Jason into a baby. So the nuclear radiation turns Godzilla into a kaiju. It's a reverse Jason situation. So what we need to do is we need to get somebody who's dressed like Godzilla's mom. I'm telling ya, this is the answer. Not to mention Godzilla being a force of nature allegory and Kong is oh no savages allegory. I don't think we need like more movies with savages. I think that trope has got to go away. This wasn't a rebuke of your point, by the way, Moria. It's just like, it just makes me tired. If anyone thinks I'm pulling that out of thin air, Ken Watanabe's character literally says, the arrogance of man is thinking, nature is in our control, let them fight. Oh, so there's actually a quote to that, not just the meme. I haven't played too many of the beacon levels yet, Phantom. It's kind of hard to find. It's kind of a little bit hard to find levels that aren't like re-uploads. I'll take a look at the team picks next time I'm on. Absolutely. I mean, Cloverfield was fine. It was not great cinema by any means, but it was fine. I like that they had the little parasite-y things. Even if they made like the only character who is even vaguely interesting explode. Which I was kind of sad about, because I liked her. It did give us the J.J. Abrams mystery box of non-committal BS. I thought like well, no, they never really committed to the bit, did they? There was just like a bunch of ARG stuff. Now that you mention it. Beacon does seem pretty nice, Phantom. Like, I've been enjoying just being able to play community levels. It's been a very interesting experience after having been off of LVP 1 and 2 for so long. Holly says, I've wanted a movie where a bunch of cats get gigantified and just do cat things to the detriment of mankind. I mean, that just sounds like day-to-day life with cats, but big. And that sounds wonderful. 10 Cloverfield Lane was a lot of fun. I don't think that fun is the right word for it, but it was good. John Goodman is always pretty fantastic. He was amazing in King Ralph. Oh gosh, Mitsuko, what are you doing? What about his performance in the live-action Flintstones? I mean, yes, clearly Oscar material. I did not see the Bowers. The Borrowers. I'd support Lake Mead's desire for breaking banks. I think that is fantastic. Wait, did you not Hive, did you not see Roseanne? Like, Roseanne was honestly a staple of my childhood. I think it kind of explains a lot. I mean, I guess that's fair. I don't know why I would expect that Australia would have American sitcoms running. He's really good in Roseanne. He's like a lot of fun. The old school Roseanne before she got kind of awful is actually really quite good. Roseanne was not really a big thing out of America, if I recall correctly. That's super fair. I'm very friendly. Phantom, thank you. I try my best. But I have a very good community. So it's a little bit easier for me, I feel like. I don't think I would be nearly as friendly as I am if I didn't have the other folks here to support me. Oh, you know what? I completely misread things, Holly, but it did remind me what you should watch is Society, which is a completely, absolutely different movie than anything that we're talking about, but it is amazing. It needs to be watched by everyone. I mean, you'll probably be happier that we don't live in the society of society, because it's kind of messy. I never watched Everyone Loves Raymond. Alice. I have seen Friends, and I wish that I had not, but I have. Excuse me. Oh fudge, the box broke. Everyone Loves Raymond, Simpsons, and Futurama for me. Okay. I feel like Everyone Loves Raymond is like after my time. And even Friends is getting a little bit late into the bit for me. Now let's see if we can actually blow this up. My dad once spent 3 hours describing to me like 40 different Friends episodes plots while in a car. I mean, I kind of feel like you could probably get 9/10 of the episode plots, like, in 10 minutes. A Hive says... By the way, when I say as a child, I mean before the age of 8. What I ended up watching as a kid was TOS, MASH, and The Lone Ranger. Terms of Service? Was that a special Australian TV show? Because we never had that show in the States. Oh! Yes! Society is a fantastic wet puppet movie! You need to watch it. It's a lot. I love it. I love it so much. It's extremely wet, though. I don't think that worked the way I expected it to. Hold on a second. Okay, first off, this needs more than one target count. Okay, that was a mistake. Exo Squad and Space Above and Beyond. I remember Exo Squad, but vaguely. Okay, so that didn't work. I thought turning on the creature brain was supposed to kill it. Is that not correct? Fudge. Now I gotta check something out. If I'd been able to watch it in excess of 60 times and still get excited when I watch it, it must be doing something good. I mean, it's Jurassic Park, yo. Jurassic Park is pretty fantastic. Is it... Oh, it's an option! Oh, but it might not be an option because I've got... It's the protected kind. Input action kill. Ah. Oh, never mind. Okay. No, I've just completely screwed that up. Okay, that was gross. Didn't like that. But at least we're in the right direction. It's fine. I don't know, this is just like a crappy turret. Like, the more I look at it, the more disappointed I am. This is like exactly fine. It's fine, I guess. I suppose for like a first attempt at making a Metal Gear Solid style turret, it's alright, but I kind of feel unimpressed. And when they're reversed, they're never going to hit anybody. Alright, now I am gonna... We like breezed past the hour point break, and my throat is getting kind of crumbly. So I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna get some orange juice down my throat and have a bit of a stretch. I will be back in 5 minutes. Hive is here and wonderful and is a mod. Just in case anybody needs some mod guidance or the harsh rebuke of mod control. But I will be back in just 5. All right, I am back, and I read that article, Alice, and I feel like one, I think your summary was a good one. Like, pretty much covered everything that was in there. And two, like, kind of that our takeaway was correct. Like, it seems like there was a legitimate problem being handled by the worst possible group to handle any kind of sensitive issue. But if that's the reasoning, I'm surprised that it took them so long. Because it's like, the host clubs being predatory has, like, that's a known issue. That's, like, baked into their structure, so I don't know why they waited until now. If I recall correctly, there's a second thing where a lot of Japanese sex workers are leaving for other countries where it pays better, which some get caught up in traffic networks, so I guess that's also made the JP police look into local stuff. That's interesting. I had not really expected that to be a thing. Because usually you hear about it in the other direction, right? Well, I don't know why I say right there. Usually you would hear about it in the other direction, that there are sex workers from other countries that get roped into coming here and then get caught up in human trafficking. Well, not just people who are already sex workers. A lot of Japanese women are having financial issues, which has made them leave Japan in order... Okay. God, it's like that one creep was saying in, like, way back at the beginning of COVID. Where he was joking about how great it was going to be that all the young office ladies were going to lose their jobs and they would have to go into sex work. Which, you know, like, cool. Really cool thing to say on national television. I don't think he even got censured. Oh, it was some comedian, had, like, made a throwaway comment. I saw it come up on Twitter. This was, it was fairly early in... It was fairly early in the COVID. I'm one of, like, the... I wouldn't be surprised if it was on one of, like, the downtown cruise shows. Because it sounds like the kind of, discussion that they cultivate. No, not a cruise show, but the downtown crew, like, they would have their, like, variety shows. I'm not enunciating as well as I probably could, and I apologize for that. Which reminds me, I got told before that apparently the one Takeshi Kitano host is apparently good, but that's probably because he's extremely a weirdo. I wonder what one that is. I mean, they're all kind of weirdos. Part of the return instruction says you do not need to package or print a label, but underneath that is a barcode I have to print out and put inside the package. What? Oh, Amazon, please stop. Amazon, please change. I haven't had to deal with Amazon in a hot minute, and I'm kind of happy about that. You know what's awesome though? Having a thermal printer with the label roll. Okay. I mean that does sound pretty awesome. I don't know to what end I would put that to, but I'm sure I could think of something. What am I even doing? These should go down to 12. Put this down to 1 second. 1 second pause. And I think you're 6? This goes up to 8. 1 second pause. 1 second shot. Down to 12. And these ones here also need to be 12. I think this will work. Oh, they do need to go up higher though. I got it along with thermal paper sheets for printing invoices when I sell jewelry I make. Assuming I can get over myself, that is. Assuming you can get over yourself. Why do you mean like get over your fear of selling your own stuff type of thing? brain is stuck in a god-awful cycle of what-ifs, and I haven't been able to make the shop go live as a result. That's super fair. I also hate it, but like I understand where that comes from. Going back briefly to what I was talking about, this is from Alice. The economic collapse of Japan is basically screwing up everyone's life as it's been for like 30 plus years. That's the thing, it's like, this is like the most long-running collapse ever. Like, it just never ends. Okay, this is doable. I do kind of want to, just for look, get rid of a little bit of the cruft. Let's go. That's not what you want to do. Thank you! I've just been kind of like messing around with ideas, Phantom. I don't really have a solid idea of like what kind of level I'm making right yet. But just seeing if I can make stuff. Thank you! Like, that means an awful lot. I really, really appreciate that. Phantom, do you do any streaming, or do you just do, like, level recording? Because I know that you've got a lot of archive levels on your channel, on your YouTube channel. But I don't remember if you stream. Small kid brain hop back to wax seals. The wax beads in the starter kit my brother got are actual wax, and I know this because the test seals I made with them are still soft and flexible. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder, like, it had never occurred to me that they would put, they would mix wax and plastic. Like, is there a way that you could, I guess not if you're shopping online, but like, is there a way that you would be able to tell that in a shop? So that you knew you were getting the good stuff? Also, I like the idea of kitten brain hopping. Oh, nice! Is it because of that Bochi picture that I sent you? Because that would be really funny. Is your thumb back to 100%? Because that was kind of the part of the reason that you stopped. Well, that's sweet of you. That was part of the reason why you stopped the last time, right? Was your thumb got kind of messed up? Thumb is back to 100% now, and it's my other fingers are giving you issues, but I'm gonna work on them. Please do. You gotta take care of those hands. Because those are the only ones that you're gonna get. And you gotta use the hands for like a lot of stuff. How do I keep on testing this? Like, I know it's doable. It's just really hard. I just want to make sure, well, I should put a destination spot up there, just so I have a goal to test to. There. So now we got a place that we're going. Okay, that's like totally doable. What else do I want to make? I think... God, that would be an awful, like... I don't know if this is funny or not, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's about dead center, I kind of feel like. So, we want... Actually, we need to think about this. What we want is a piece of hologram or sticker panel or anything, just something that we could put a tag on. I'll use hologram because it's cute. Three by 3, good, good. And we're gonna put a tag on that. And the tag will be... I don't know. Tag will be block. It's always a good tag to use. Very simple, very easy. Alright, so we got a green tag named block. We're gonna put a follower here. Put it maximum speed. Well, I mean, we could just put it at 15. That's fine. No in and out. 100% acceleration. Very narrow range. And it only needs to be one, I think. Follow tag. Tag is block. Oh, because are you out of range? Yeah, okay, there we go. So that's set. Now, can I jump on that? I mean, I can. It stays where it's supposed to be, so that's the important thing. Now, what we need is 4 gyroscopes. And I should have totally done these. I should have set the settings and then rotated them, but screw it. Now we're going to set all of these to rotation speed of 20 and direction of rotation. Well, actually, no, that'll be both directions, yeah. Okay, and then what we need is sequencer? Or, no, a selector. A selector will do it for us. And we'll put a timer. Make the timer 6 seconds. That sounds fine. Put it on a loop. And then we want a couple of rotation sensors. Oh, fudge. And, like, stone sound. I want a stone sound, I think. Where's stone movement? Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. And then we need... Well, we got everything we need here, I think. I'm trying to remember how this works. I think you go into the 3rd slot. And that loops around to the 2nd? Yes. And then we need a clunk. Oh god, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yes. Okay, that works. I think this is right. Okay, but that's... You're not supposed to be inverted. That was my mistake. Oh, you... Wait. I think I... No, I think I messed this up. Like, why don't you stop, is the thing. Like, it should hit... It should hit the point that it's supposed to be pointing at, and then stop. Okay, so the way I have this set up is not where we want it to be. So, we're gonna have to do something different. Which is fine, it's just... Oh, fudge. Not really what I wanted. Okay, so... we do a wobble bolt and set that to positional. Because I wanted to rotate like 45 degrees, wait, 90 degrees each time? Wait, no, it can't be a wobble bolt, can it? Alright, so if we set the wobble bolt, make it go 360 degrees, and no pause, set to positional, and now we'll do an additive function with an OR gate. Because then we could set up to just have 25% batteries, I think? do... Well, if they're all going to be 25% added together, so this one's going to have to be 8 seconds long. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll go in the top gate. And then we'll have 6 seconds. Oh, fudge. Four seconds. 2 seconds. You go into the wobble bowl. Now let's see what this looks like. Oh, silly. It would help if I turned it on, right? Oh my gosh, that is so slick. But that part's not so great. Okay, but I feel like we've got the makings here. So why do you rotate all the way back? So let's try something different. Oh, you silly... We want to put a counter in the center, make it a 4 count. And then you're gonna make this reset. And now let's see what happens. See, I don't know how to get it to just continue to rotate forward. Like, it does that reset, and I don't know how to get rid of that. I know there's a way to do this. I wish, I bet Kronos would have an idea for this. Also, making this hazardous is, like, not the right answer. Well, making it hazardous in the way that I made it is not the right answer. This has got, like, very ugly energy, though. What are the other settings on the bolt? Like, would it be better if we're not? Like, I feel like positional is the only thing that's gonna get us to do what we want. See, it's not gonna do anything until it's all the way full. So one shot's not the way to do it. That's also definitely not it. It's gotta be something to do with positional. What happens if... I hardly ever use the wave generator. And what happens if we do that? Super not the right answer. Love that for us. It's a cute idea, though. gotta think about that. But I am gonna take a really quick break. I know that we're getting close to the end of the stream, but I do feel my throat getting a bit weird again. But yes, we'll be back in just 5 minutes. Alright, we are back, and I'm still not entirely sure how to get this to do the thing that I need it to be doing. But I'm wondering if maybe the answer's not a wobble bolt, but a motor bolt. So let's try that. Thank you, thank you. It is good to be back. I know we've only got about a half hour left, but we will endeavor to get this to work. If the servers never come up, will you stop streaming this, right? I'll stop streaming it on a regular basis. Like, I'd still like to come in and do just art projects and, like, make hubs and things, but I probably wouldn't do it every week. We have streamed the story mode for LVP3 once. The problem with that is that on my main profile I've got a bug where it doesn't save progress in the story mode. So if we want to play story mode stuff, like, we've got to do it on the Japanese account, because otherwise we'd have to play through from the beginning of the game every single time. It's really frustrating, honestly. Like, I don't know why it does that. There isn't, unfortunately, like, there's no way for me to fix it either without, like, deleting my profile. And that's not gonna happen. It's time to play Saba again. I mean, I know you're joking, and it's a good joke, but yeah, I feel like I got my fill of Saba. Hina says, I'll go collapse into bed. Got engrossed in Valheim and stayed up way too late. But I gotta hang out on the stream, so it's always positive. It was lovely having you, Hidunda. It always is. I'm glad that you had a good time with Valheim, but I do hope that you get some good sleep tonight. You need your beauty rest, because you could be trodden those boards. Very important to have the beauty rest when you're trodden the boards. did? Like, I think we got it. Hive? You as well? Need you at 100%? But it was lovely having you here, it always is. And I hope that both of you have wonderful days tomorrow. And we will see you on Monday. Monday. With more of Little Nightmares 2, and that game is a trip. Well, this is kind of cool. I don't know, like, what I would use this for, but I do kind of like it. I mean, it's a pretty standard rotating block platformer bit, so it's not that weird to have, but oh god, that would be this would be an awful hazard. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. It's really funny though. I think the blocks would need to be bigger. Or else there'd only need to be like one plasma for each. That might be okay. Otherwise it'd be just way too much of a pain in the butt. Also, like, not plasma, but maybe electric? Plasma's too distracting. yeah, it's kind of cute. I mean, that's... You could do something with that. Now, if we put in some pistons for more joy, for a second I thought it was gonna crash. That was not a great, like, that was not a wonderful pause. I didn't like that. Oh, because right, the hologram is set to not move. I completely forgot the word I wanted was static. You know, it's set to not move. What the hell? Why did you all fall down like that? What? Maybe... Okay, maybe it can't be hologram in the background. Maybe that was our mistake. Because they shouldn't have dropped like that. We'll back it with some blue wood. Weird that they're not actually going up and down. Oh god, that's... I mean, it's fantastic, but people would hate it. That's kind of cool, though. Now, is there a way to put the sequencers in sync? No. But I think I know, like, I think I know how to do this. What I could do is... do something like this, where I take them off of the loop, and I kind of force them into like a grander loop. And this is actually, now that I think of it, is a very silly way to do it. I could just have one big sequencer. But, you know, we're silly people. We're silly here. And you go around to the first one. Alright, so I'm gonna play you. That plays you. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I can go with that. All right, that's clearly the danger block. Also the danger block. Good job, me. See, it's too hard to tell with the hazards. I mean, you could make them fire, I guess, but fire means they might not die. And we definitely want them to die. We'd have to use some other visual cue. They're starting to fall off of true as well, and I think it's because I'm jumping on them. And that makes me a little bit unhappy. Yeah, it's because I'm jumping on them. That might be unavoidable. Well, it might be unavoidable with this situation, with the setup that we have. It's okay. We can figure out a way around that. Oh god, we're like almost at the 3-hour point and I am super sleepy. I hate that. Or I love that, I don't know. Sleep is good. Sleep is good. I'm making all kinds of sense tonight. And that's fine. This is a very zippy 3 hours. I don't I didn't expect that, because it doesn't always work out that way with create mode stuff. Sometimes it can feel a little bit draggy, but this is a nice one. I had a good time with this one. As far as Administrata, I mean, nothing really serious. Got Little Nightmares next week, Monday, Thursday, and then some create mode on Friday, just the way that we usually do. We're running pell-mell through April already. First week of April is already done. I don't know when that happened, but it certainly did. So that's weird, but, you know, timey-wimey stuff. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, really. Just deal with it. Yes, I'm so tired. Is there anything of value that I need to say right now? And I think the answer to that is no. So, I'm gonna start to put a ribbon on this. I will ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all the hydration that you need each day. Try to get in at least one meal a day. Preferably more. If that meal is gotta be a trashy meal because of your situation, like, that's understandable, it happens, but just at least try to eat one thing a day. You know, yeah. Don't go under one thing. That's usually a problem. If you got medications, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation will allow for. But above all and overall, please do remember that you are important. You have value. You've got people out there that are rooting for you. You would still be important and have value even if you didn't have folks rooting for you, but you do. You got folks out there that want you to have your best life, that want you to be happy and safe and loved. I'm one of those folks, but I'm only one of those folks. I am sure there are many more. But that pretty much does it for us here at Disco About. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao. Thank you so much, Cole. See you next time.